Shayu, getting your first look at the new Fishu tribe. Gabby voted at the last tribal council. All right, let's get down to business. Everybody, you can go ahead and drop your buffs. Congratulations, you have made the merge. Your new tribe name will be Luhai. You guys ready to get to your first immunity challenge as a new tribe? All right. For this challenge, you will be playing Can You Roly Poly. You will be balancing a ping pong ball on the top of a solo cup. In regular intervals, you'll add a cup to the bottom, and you'll keep going until someone's out. We'll go up to 6. And after that, if your ball drops or any of your cups fall, you are out of the challenge. Last one standing with individual immunity, safe from the boat. As for losers, tribal council, you will all be vulnerable, and one of you will become the first member of our jury. I'll give you guys a minute to get you set up. When I count you off from 5, you're going to be one hand. All right. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This challenge is on. Right away, some movement from Bill. Can he recover it? His hands are shaking. Little bit of movement. Still hanging on, though. Bill is the first one out of this challenge. Everyone else looking pretty solid. Carrie moving a little bit, but not too bad. A little movement from Victoria, but she recovered. Moving again. Can she recover it again? She does. Ian's starting to move a little bit. Little movement from Kyle. This challenge is not easy. You really have to dig deep to get into this. You don't want to be vulnerable with that first merge tribal council. All right, I think everyone looks kind of solid. Let's go ahead and add another cup to the bottom. Make this transition. You must make the transition. Your ball can't drop, neither can your cups.
So it is a live transition?
Yes, it's a live transition. I'll give you guys 10 more seconds. Carrie makes the transition. Ian makes the transition. Kyle's made the transition. Lily made it. McKenna, Victoria, and Matt. And Elijah. All right. Everyone made this transition successfully. You'll stay here for like, and Kyle drops. Kyle's out of the challenge. We're down to 8. I'll give you guys roughly about another 30 seconds here. No one particularly moving. Victoria moving a little bit, but she's keeping it on there. Doesn't have to be. Lily a little shaky. That's okay. As long as the cup stay stacked and the ball is on top of that one cup, you are still in this challenge. All right. I'm going to go ahead and have you guys add one more cup. Live transition. Everyone looking solid. John makes sure Carrie drops. Carrie can make the transition. Carrie's out. Everyone else seems to have made the transition. Looks like Matt dropped. Couldn't make the transition. I'm gonna give you 10 more seconds. Actually, it looks like everyone has made the transition. Everyone is good. Lily's still a little shaky. She's been shaky this entire challenge, but she's been holding on. That's all you gotta do. Doesn't have to look pretty on Survivor. Little bit of movement from Ian. Seems to recover it. John has been a statue. McKenna is starting to get a little shaky. Her face looks a little worried there. Victoria's at ball right in the edge. A little bit of movement for Elijah, and Ian drops. Ian's out of this challenge. All right. You 10 more seconds. We're going to add another cup. All right. You guys don't have a cup. Can you add a cup? I'll give you 20 seconds.
No.
And John drops. We are down to 4. John has no shot immunity. Other 4 making that transition. Lily, can you tilt your camera down a little bit or lift your cups up? Just so I can see how many you have. Okay. Just I can see how many you have. Okay, I see here for you. Tilt it back up. Everyone has made the transition, it looks like. I'll be a little nice. I'll give you 20 seconds here. Elijah drops. We are down to 3 women, and Victoria, McKenna, and Lily all fighting for individual immunity. Lily has been shaking this whole challenge, but she's hanging on. That's what matters. All right, you guys can go ahead and add a 5th cup. Lily drops. We are down. McKenna drops. Victoria wins first individual immunity. Safe tonight at the first tribal council in the merge.
Way to go, Victoria.
Good job, Victoria.
That was super impressive. Good job.
All right.
Here we go.
Victoria, you are safe from the vote tonight at tribal council. Everyone else, you're vulnerable tonight, or someone will become the first member of our jury.
Right now, I am so pumped to have made the merge, because before this, my game was hanging by a thread. But once you make the merge, you have a whole bunch of fabric that you can use to sew yourself up some new moves, create a new game. So that's what I'm looking to do right now. I feel like I'm reborn in this game. Bill, because I gave him the idol clue when his tribe kidnapped me. So if I can like foster that relationship, that would be awesome to have a close ally to work with going forward, who I didn't know before. I was never on a tribe with. Right now, Matt seems like he's the target because he is really good at these challenges. And it honestly does worry me that he could win, not every single one, but a lot of them. And he won a mini not too long ago. So he is a massive threat, and I think he should go. I think Bill has it. I'm going to say I think Bill has the advantage because he seems like he would be good at figuring out clues. He's definitely had experience before, so that makes me feel like he is more likely to get it than other people. As far as the one on our tribe, I have no idea who got the clue in the first place and have heard no talk about it at all. So that could still be floating around somewhere out there, or it could just have never been found.
Fantastic to make the merge. It's always a relief to get to this point in the game. You know you're here for the long haul now. No matter what happens, you are always going to have a say in the winner or be the winner or be sitting beside the winner. So that is so exciting. I'm thrilled. I'm having so much fun so far, and I can't wait for this game. It's just going to get more intense from here on out. Have the idol. I don't know if anyone knows I have the idol. Gabby going home last round really helps, because then she can't be throwing out, oh, hey, I gave John the clue this round. But the problem is, I don't know if she already did that or not. So I'm going to have to play Super Sleuth a little bit, try to see if anyone will let it slip if she did or not. But hopefully I can go undetected a lot. This is a dangerous part of the game for me now. I'm going to start.
Yeah, so personally, I feel great that I've made it this far. Technically, by placement standards, this is the farthest that I've ever made it in a game. So, you know, that's kind of why I pushed really hard in that last one to beat Alex, not only because I figured he would be the target, but because, you know, I wanted to improve sort of, I guess, placement per se. But now that we're here, Zach gave us really valuable information at the first boot. I think without even attempting to, they just said that they had played in a game last weekend, and Matt was the one who won it. So immediately I was like, okay, well, Matt is on my list now. And so it makes it even easier that he won that crazy endurance challenge. Like, I just feel like we're going to have maybe one, if not two more of those. And I mean, he's made it clear that he can do it and do it for a long time. So yeah, that's what I'm pushing right now. Other than that, like, if Matt for some reason had an idol and and he says like, if I hear other names, like I haven't spoken to Matt, so I would not be surprised if I hear my name this round from him. I don't know what the backup plan is from everyone else, but yeah, so we'll see. But Matt for me is the preferred option.
Well, it sucks because I don't think anyone suspected I had it. But I walked into, and it's always hard to tell, okay, if you go in and someone you trust is actually saying your name, is that because they're faking it for someone else to keep them at ease, or is it because they're actually coming after you and lying to you? So that sucks. I was kind of queasy about it, and really just decided incorrectly at the last minute. But it is what it is. Probably increases the target on my back. The fact that I kind of went in and unsubtly blew up all of the DCP production here probably didn't help my game any. So we'll see. Either I can get them to break up or I'll be the first member of the jury. It's, once again, it is what it is. It's, I think I know the person who's been primarily saying it, but it's going to be, I think, hard to take a shot at her at the moment. So instead of that, I thought I would cause some chaos and start sort of calling out the many DCP production people who are here, and try to get them to fight amongst each other. I mean, I think right now, if we had walked in, their sense might be, let's go for the people who have absolutely no connection, which at this stage of the game, to my knowledge, is only Matt. And Matt's my boy.
Okay, Matt's really good at these fucking challenges.
Yes, very.
And he won last weekend.
Yeah.
We have a good reason to actually vote him out here.
Yeah, we do.
And okay, so what would have happened then was that Kyle, you would have had to have given him the clue, right?
Given who the clue? The other tribe or him?
Yes.
Yeah, I give the clue to the other tribe. Yeah.
But you did not give it to Matt,
You
right?
did not give it to him.
Give it to Matt now.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well,
So
I'm sticking with that the entire time. So
Yeah, sounds good. I'm gonna go talk to some of these other people I haven't had a chance to talk to yet.
yeah.
I got to talk to Matt, I guess, and see what's going on.
Here, because there's basically the narrative has been about some what we call DCP Productions. Apparently, there's a lot of people from that. I've been tagging along. I basically just been in the room with everyone talking about it without really saying much because I'm trying to get in as much information because I feel like if that's the narrative of the early merge, I can't be that. It's hard to strategize around that, knowing I'm one of the people not in the know as far as the numbers with that go and the past relationships. So I'm just trying to take in as much information as I can. And then later I'll be able to make decisions based off of that.
I'm going to go to the ocean over here. Okay. Well,
I don't know.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Who do you think we should go for?
What I've heard is Matt. So, I mean, I guess I kind of brought it up, but because Matt won a mini that Zach, the first boot, played in last weekend. So like Zach was telling us that like Matt is like a huge threat.
Okay.
So
he kind of seems like a big threat also.
He won the first challenge and I thought he was going to do better in that one too. He looked steady. I mean, again, you could fall at any second, but yeah, I mean, I also haven't spoken to him. But that was the only,
But I guess we have to worry about like an idol or something.
Well, so I've been pretty active at looking at their names. I haven't noticed anything. And Kyle said that he did not give the clue to Matt.
Okay.
So
Bill played an idol last time. I don't know
Oh,
if that came from Kyle.
no, that has to have been what that was, I would assume.
Unless like unless Bill found something else and then Kyle gave it to a third person, but it's not me.
Okay. Yeah, he did not give it to Matt.
Okay.
I wouldn't think he would anyway, to be honest. But all right, I'm going to go talk to Matt because I haven't spoken to him yet.
Okay.
We are doing good. I thought that maybe if like there were more people in this room than just McKenna, more people would start joining. We
I
could
know. I was like,
Okay.
I'm gonna jump over to the well and see who joins me.
there's like 10 people in that one room, and it's like, yeah, I know you guys aren't talking about anything meaningful. Or are they?
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't in the big group.
I know I was in the smaller.
Okay, so we're still in the Matthew plan though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyone know who he's betting?
I think it's Ian based on the conversation we just
Really?
had.
Okay.
Well, essentially, like they narrowed it down. Matthew narrowed it down to wanting to be either Ian or Kyle.
Ian or Kyle?
Yeah. And then no one was willing to put forward a name. So Lily was like, "Okay, we're randomizing this. Someone say a number," and Ian was the thing.
That's how we kidnapped Kyle.
Is it?
Pick a number 1 through 3. It was
That's funny.
yeah.
3 people that messed up the challenge.
Yeah, 1, 2. It was like I think Elijah, Ian, and Kyle, and we're like, we're good with that. And then
So,
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Anyone heard anything else? No?
No.
Anyone get time talking to Bill at all?
I talked to Bill a little bit,
Me
and
too. I got pulled for a confessional.
I did too.
Bill is just like paranoid because so many of us know each other.
Yeah.
So
Which,
he's like
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, which like technically he knows everyone too.
Most people, yeah.
Most people, yeah.
Yeah. He like expressed to me that he was willing to be the tool to break up the DCP people.
Oh, are we talking about?
Yeah.
Bill.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are we voting him?
No.
No.
Voting Matthew.
Oh, so what are we doing?
We're voting Matt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elijah, I have to ask, the game that you played, was it a mini? The last game, the one that you won? Not to like
No, it's okay.
Everyone's seen the videos.
No, it was a long game. This is my first mini.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was mostly on Messenger.
Oh, okay.
That's
cool.
weird, but okay.
And then they were mostly like 24-hour challenges. So like you would just post live to the Facebook page, and there were only a couple of live challenges, and then the tribals were live, obviously.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna jump over to the ocean and talk with Bill and Kyle down there. See if
Yeah,
those
find
two
out
are
what's going
catching
on.
anything.
Sounds good.
I will let you know if I hear anything. Bill just moved.
Yeah, he did.
So did Kyle.
So no one's in the ocean now.
Oh,
Oh well.
it's fine. We know what's going on.
yeah.
There were
Well,
like
I wonder who they're pushing now in the forest, because their target was Ian, and he's there too.
Yeah, that's a really good question. So probably one of us, except for Victoria, because she can't be voted for.
But we're actually doing Matt.
We are
Yeah.
definitely doing Matthew.
Yes.
Yeah.
He won a mini last week. We cannot let him. And he, like, if he performs well in everything like he did that wall sit, like, we have to just
Okay.
get rid of him when we can.
what is the other name?
Oh,
right
so
now?
do we need to like leave Bill out of this?
No, I think Bill knows that it's Matt. Because
Yeah,
I was Bill knows that it's him because we were like, oh, he did really well in this last game,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. But Bill's like, okay, but like, you know,
Don't want to be steamrolled. Yeah.
yeah, don't like what happens after that.
Yeah. He sees the writing on the wall at that point, right?
Mhm.
And we don't want to give him that feeling at all.
No.
It's just a question of like if Matt uses that shot in the dark or not.
That's what I said. And Ian goes, it's 1 in 6 chance.
At this school last year for high school, but this is my first year for undergrad, and it's completely different.
I can imagine.
Yeah,
Like-
so much work.
Yeah, I was wondering, I figured you hadn't graduated, but I was like, maybe he graduated in like 1.5 years.
Oh gosh.
So
Yeah,
I was like,
that's
the only
awesome.
other reason he could be dressed up is like a concert or like a
Right.
performance.
Yeah. How have things been with you?
Not bad. My work is like really, really busy right now. So
Really?
this is like the only thing I could only play minis like until the winter again. So that's kind of why I jumped at this. And then but things have been fine. My whole house has COVID, like all my roommates.
Oh,
So I'm staying
wow.
with my parents right now, and I'm like
Yeah.
had to go buy extra materials because like all my materials were at my house.
Oh yeah, that's scary.
Yeah.
Our school just had a COVID scare. It just came from like one random person's party, and then like the whole school of music got COVID, and I was like, luckily I didn't get it, but like I was contact traced like 4 times.
Yeah.
So
My
is it Matt?
Yes.
Yeah. What have you heard? What room were you just in?
So I think it's Ian.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
So that seems easy.
And he won the wall sit and he killed it. So
Hold
Yeah.
on, what's the word?
Hi, Lily.
Aren't you guys proud? I didn't get out first in a
Good
cup
job,
stack.
Very proud. Very proud.
no,
I
I was
was
just
Never
taken.
cup stacked better in my life.
I was just saying that Zach, the first person who was voted out, told us that Matt won a mini that they were in last weekend.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
Okay.
I'm gonna go hop in with Bill and Matt right now because I haven't talked to them yet today.
Okay. Well. Hi, Carrie.
Hello.
Oh,
Nice to see you. So the last tribal, I was really happy to see that Alex left because he did vote for me. And so I was glad that my alliance stuck behind me. I'm glad we merged when we did because I know that John and Ian and Kyle are all very close. And I was also the only girl over on that tribe. And so I thought that if we had to go to another tribal council, they would vote me out. Maybe Elijah, but I was feeling a little bit uncomfortable if we had to go to another tribal. So I am glad that we merged when we did. Now, I want to move forward with the girls in the game. Lily, McKenna, and Victoria, and me. I was just in a room with Ian and Bill and McKenna. And Bill is proposing that we vote somebody from the DCP production out. So I don't know if he's able to gain any traction with that or what's happening with that, but I really am not wanting to vote any of the girls out because I do want us to stay strong and make it far. But I know that Ian is willing to throw anybody under the bus. So I think that Matt is going to be going next because I was told that he did do really well in another game that he played, and he's very good at challenges. And I don't know. So I think that he will be the next easy vote. He's also the only other person who isn't DCP production or previous player. So that is the easiest vote right there. And then after that, it's just going to be wild. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen after the next tribal. I don't really, as long as it's, so I want the girls, the 4 of us girls to stay strong, but obviously we're not in the majority. So, I mean, honestly, probably like Ian or John, either one of them would probably vote me out. So probably Ian or John next.
I love doing confessional too, for Christ's sake. I'm gonna go talk to Victoria.
Okay.
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 Yeah. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
That is the work. Okay.
While I wanted to be the queen of Ponderosa, I can let Matt have it.
Okay, guys, we should make a girls' alliance
Yes.
and us freaking get all these boys out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I love it.
I've been waiting just to talk to
Like someone leaves so I can tell them.
Every time I was in a room with Victoria and Lily, I'm like, okay. So
Yeah, same. I'm like, I'm not voting a girl. And I really didn't want to vote Gabby, but I was like, who else was
I was
there?
the only girl on that tribe over there.
Yeah,
You
that's
were?
stressful.
Yes,
that is stressful.
it was. And I was like, oh God. And like, I know how like John and Ian are all like buddy buddy. And I was like, you guys are gonna like if we go to one more vote together, I'm gonna go next.
That's how I feel too. I feel like John's ready to cut us.
I know.
I know. I'm happy about it. Stressed but happy. I mean, I feel good in the fact that I think the girls want to work together just because there's fewer of us, but I also didn't realize Victoria would get so many votes when we were in our tribe. So that's the only thing that's making me wary because I wasn't really like in the know about that one. I mean, I heard like Matt like throw it out there, but I didn't hear like let's do Victoria. And the way that Gabby kind of said it made it sound like there was supposed to be more of them. And there was two of them. So it sounded like there was maybe more of a solid plan that I was led on to believe. Bill and Matt mostly because I don't think that McKenna flipped and Victoria can't vote for herself. So really just those two. I think so. I think Matt is on a lot of people's radar just because he's good at these games. I guess somebody else was saying he just won one. So I think luckily I don't have to be telling people about it. They can just kind of like talk amongst themselves and let them feel like that they're going to make that decision. Try to lay low for right now.
So I made a joke about wanting to be the queen, but we'll see. I want to be the queen of Ponderosa. Now that I've made the merge, I feel good. Like I'm going to be involved in the game. But I want to be the queen over everybody. If I'm not going to win, I want queen of something. Right now I feel good with, we just talked about possibly creating a girls alliance, which like so cliche, but I love it with me, Carrie, Lily and Victoria. Obviously that's not majority right now with 5 plus 6 would be majority. But I can see Ian and John and Elijah voting with us as well. We're kind of all on the same page pushing Matt. That's kind of the conversation right now. Yeah, I think that's the plan. You obviously can never be sure. But I trust at least those 3. I trust Ian and John less, but enough that I think they would vote together with us. I wish I had something funny to say, but like at this point, I'm just glad I'm here.
I'm pretty happy that I won immunity because it's always a difficult decision in these endurance challenges whether to go for the win or drop out because you don't want to be second place and survive a long time without actually getting the win. But overall, I'm happy that I did win in my classic challenge. I think that I want to start planting seeds about bigger social targets such as Ian and John early on, but I don't think I'll necessarily go for them this round. I think my plan will probably be to go for one of the people who's not working with me as much, so maybe like Matt from last round.
Oh gosh, I think my plan is sort of to just not stick out in any way, not be the one pushing names, but always, agreeing to whoever pitches something to me, and hopefully I can go by unnoticed for a little while. I think I'm in a decent spot. It seems like people on the other side are targeting some of their own. Matt's the only name that I've heard thrown around, and so as of now, that's what I'm doing. And hopefully I have a good group of people to go forward with. It seems like from the other side, the people that were willing to get rid of Matt, from what I've heard in like the past 2 minutes, I was in a room with McKenna and Lily, and they both seemed on board. But I want to reconnect with Victoria, reconnect with Bill, who was on my original tribe, and then whoever else I can get a hold of.
Matt, who is
Until later.
Right.
yeah. I mean, I'm down to keep Matt if there's another name.
Yeah, and I feel pretty good about the people here.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like you said earlier, Bill, like, I mean, I trust you. So I also trust your Matt is very loyal pitch as well.
Yeah.
And I understand you not wanting to vote him and he
Yeah. And I mean, I'm not gonna, sit there. Once you get to the point where everybody knows sort of everybody, sort of hiding relationships becomes kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know Elijah at all.
I don't really either.
I mean, how is he on the side of things?
I mean, Kyle, you're the only one who's played a game with him.
I've played with him. Yeah.
See, there are no secrets.
Nope.
No, I mean, I've hosted them, but like,
Yeah.
again,
I know everybody's watching. Yeah.
yeah, like completely different format. I mean, again, I think we all know he's a little shady. So.
Yeah. I'm saying
smart.
every game is a new game.
Exactly.
Like, relatively. Like, so, and yeah, obviously we're going to have to vote each other out. So, like,
Yeah.
no name is like off the table.
And he's
Yeah.
smart. I'm worried about like these puzzle people, and he's a puzzle person.
He's good at everything.
I don't like you saying
Who are we
that.
talking
Lily.
about?
Huh?
Who are
I
we
don't
talking
like you
about?
saying that.
Oh, are you a puzzle person, John?
You've played a game with me. You know that.
You guys saw my slide struggle.
I didn't know. I was too busy solving the slide puzzle.
It might, if they decide to stick together, I think I would be an easy vote, especially after winning the first individual immunity challenge. I don't think winning one challenge makes you like a big challenge threat, but I think we also have very, very little to go off of. So I think people are going to kind of latch on to any reason to make somebody the merge boot. So I could see it being me for that reason.
Luhai tribe. Here we are. Tribal council. First merge tribal council. And Victoria, you came in clutch right there with that last immunity. Been there, you are safe at this first merge vote. How does that feel?
It definitely feels nice to be safe for this round because there's a lot of craziness going on, but I know that the safety is only for one round, so I can't be too comfortable.
Interesting. So we'll go ahead and go to McKenna. She says a little craziness going on. How does that make you feel? It doesn't seem like there's too concerning.
I mean, isn't Survivor always kind of crazy? Like, there's no rest, there's no sleep, there's no food, no shelter. I feel like it is crazy. Once you make the merge, it's everyone for themselves, and who can you trust and who can't you?
Right. We'll go ahead and go to Kyle. You know, we come in here, everyone's happy. How long did that last about?
Oh boy, lasted about as long as you told us we made the merge. And then everybody was like, yeah, all right. And then it was straight into like, all right, where do I fit into this tribe? Who could I work with like right now versus long term? All those things that you're trying to think about while constantly having conversations and going throughout these rooms. So yeah, the stress and the strategy started pretty much right away.
Interesting. They said the stress and the strategies started right away. So Carrie, what does that mean? Why is there so much stress? What's going on? Do you know?
I don't know, like people are just moving to different rooms really fast. And then like every time you get into a room, you're like, what did I miss in here? And so like, you just don't know like what people are talking about. And then if you do hear a name, you're like, is that actually the name? Or is that just the name you're telling me? There's a lot, it's hard. There's a lot going on.
John, if you had to guess, roughly how many names are we throwing out right now? Because for me, it sounds like possibly everyone's name's been out at some point right now.
I would say it's safe to say the only name that wasn't thrown out was Victoria's.
Wow. Victoria, that must feel great. But I'm going to go ahead and move on to Lily. How does that make you feel? Are you trusting your plan to go forward right now?
the great question is what plan? Because I don't know if I have one. But I think even worse than hearing a bunch of names is not really hearing any. And I feel like that's what happens at a merge vote. And I know I've talked about it with other people here. Like we're all dancing around each other, which leads it to being like one-off names and then people go. And I know that's not a real name. So what are we doing? I don't know. What am I doing? I don't know. So
Let's see. Anyone have a plan here? Elijah, how about you?
Did you ask if I have a plan?
Yeah,
Right.
it seems like not many people have a plan. It seems a lot of confused faces right now. I'm curious what's going on.
I mean, I guess I have a plan because I am writing someone's name down. But I mean, like you really just have to go off of whoever you think you can trust. And like if someone says a name, of course you have to question the validity of it. But I mean, you ultimately just have to go with people that you think you can work with and hope that they reciprocate.
Matt, how are you feeling? We have a lot of advantages, shot in darks, idols. It's really risky to let anyone get any inkling their name is coming out. There could be something else out there. I don't know. There's multiple things that can be out there. Idol, like I said, idols, shot in darks. There's so much going on. How does that make you feel going into a vote, and how risky does it make the vote?
I'll be honest, every single time the host mentioned Shot in the Dark, I completely forget about it until you guys bring it up. So, I forgot we had them. So I think it's safe to say the Shot in the Dark hasn't been a big factor for me in my strategy. Idols, it's always a factor, but at the merge, you've got, 10 people, all talking to each other, all in different rooms, going, switching, moving around and stuff like that. Like a name, it's easy for a name to get out and for an idol to be played correctly. That's why merge votes generally are when you see successful idol plays. But it just depends. You have to, hopefully the person that I'm writing for doesn't have an idol, and people are going to put themselves in danger by playing an idol on that person.
Bill, how are you looking forward with this game? Are you excited for it, or are you afraid of the unknown? What's the dynamic like here? You're on mute. Bill, you're mute. I'm gonna have to go. Did you hear me?
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know that question was for me. You're always nervous, but it's more the excitement. I mean, if all you were nervous in these things, and then why play and curl up into a fetal position on the floor for 13 hours? It's nerve-wracking, but that's part of the fun.
Like I said, it's part of the fun. With that being said, I think it's time to go ahead and get to the vote, unless anyone else has anything they want to throw out.
Okay, this last round was pretty sloppy from, I think, everyone, including myself. I am definitely still voting for the person who I feel like, whether or not they have the connections, they are a massive threat. They won a game last weekend, and even though I said Elijah at the end of the round there, I really hope that everyone sticks to what we agreed on at the forefront. Matt, hope to chat with you in Ponderosa, brother.
Right. Hopefully this is an easy vote. It does feel a little bit too easy. But I'm on the dice. They're not literally not using machine.
Oh, it's just brother.
Oh,
It's
that's just the parchment. This is I think a printing graphics class in high school, so I have a bunch of random ass notepads that I made.
Gotcha.
Sorry, mate. You're just too good, apparently, and someone telling me you're right and died last week just makes me even more wary of you.
Okay, hopefully I don't go out this time so I can use my steal a vote. Here's to hoping. Okay. My vote is for Elijah because I agree. I don't want it to be like this group that steamrolls Matt, and I think he's already on everyone's radar anyways, so I don't know that he has much left in the game, but I think this will gain Bill's trust, and that's important to me.
nervous. I think there may be something coming my way, but amongst what I think are the most likely options, I have to vote Elijah.
I'll go tally votes. Anybody has an individual immunity. Sorry, let me start over. If anyone has an individual immunity idol or an advantage and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. All right. I'll read the votes. Person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council. The Zoom call immediately. First vote is for Matt. Elijah. You're tied. One vote Matt, one vote Elijah. Ian, we are tied. One vote Matt, one vote Elijah, one vote Ian. Elijah, that's 2 votes Elijah, 1 vote Ian, 1 vote Matt. Matt, we are tied again. 1 vote Matt, or 2 votes Matt, 2 votes Elijah, 1 vote Ian. Matt, that's 3 votes Matt. Matt, that's 4 votes Matt. 6th person voted out and the first member of our jury, Matt. The tribe has spoken.
I've been bamboozled.
Love it. Thank you, Matt.
Yep. Good luck, everyone.
Well, merge vote, pretty messy. Couple votes thrown in there. We'll have to see what happens. Have a good night, everyone. Get back to camp.
Not great. I had a feeling. I was like, this is gonna be like a 13, 14-hour game. And I was like, what's gonna happen? I'll be the first member of the jury. So I can't do anything else for the rest of my day, but I'm still, I don't know. It has been a lot of fun. Not entirely sure what happened. I don't know. I think some of it might have been threat level. I think winning the immunity winning that immunity challenge, I think made me like a bigger threat, possibly, and I had to play a little bit more aggressively than I would have liked to for some of these rounds. I'm definitely blindsided though, because I really thought it was going to be Ian, and I think I was the only person that voted Ian. I don't know. My jury vote's going to be tricky because I haven't gotten to meet a lot of people, and it's going to be hard. A lot of what I'm going to base my vote off of is going to be a secondhand account because I want to get